What's up?
Boys are back.
Boys are back in town.
That's right.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
How you doing, J-Ho?
What's happening?
Oh, wow. There it is.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
We can't
30 seconds into the show.
Can't even get no sponsors with that one.
Yeah, cameraman do his job. He gonna mute that.
There you go. That's true. That do.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Depends on who he is on that one.
What's up, bro? What you got, Weezy?
Question of the week. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This week's question of the week. Top 5 most requested brunch items. When you order brunch.
Right.
What do you think? You don't like that one?
No, go ahead.
Your face said it out. You can't hide that. He didn't like this question.
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
goodness.
Is it like food or just
Food.
Anything off the menu?
I know what I mean.
Okay.
What's number 5?
Nah, that's gonna
Mimosas is a
That's
good
gonna be
guess.
top.
Mimosa's
That's
number
gonna
one.
Guess.
Yeah.
Mimosa's
Eggs.
number one.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Huh?
Eggs.
No.
Potatoes.
Chicken and waffles.
Waffles are number 5.
That's 5.
Yeah.
What's 4, man?
What's 4?
Omelet.
You should know 4.
Pancakes.
No.
Omelet.
No.
Steak.
Turkey bacon.
Avocado toast.
Avocado toast.
I
Okay,
like
so
it.
items. Okay, now I'm going with. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you
So
now.
just one. Okay.
Yeah, well, okay.
Avocado toast.
3.
Number 3.
Bacon.
Shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits is the one.
Shrimp and grits. Go crazy.
Number 2.
Number 2.
It's gonna be tough. Nobody knows this. I mean, people know it, but it's gonna be
Oatmeal.
It's gonna be
Fruit.
I thought it was a trick. So
salmon
Croquette.
Benedict. Eggs Benedict. salmon
Eggs
Benedict.
Benedict. Okay. All
They
right.
went fancy.
Numero
They real
uno.
fancy on this video.
Pancakes.
Yeah.
Number
1.
pancakes.
Omelet.
Stuffed French toast.
French toast. Yeah.
French toast is
French toast.
That's the most requested.
What do you stuff the French toast? What is it stuffed with?
They stuff
Cream cheese.
strawberries.
Yeah.
Strawberry. Yeah.
I don't
They
know.
went fancy on that list
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, word.
Yeah.
Now,
Number one is really mimosa. Like, let's just.
Yeah, that's the
what
one. This is the question. Out of those top 5, how many have y'all ordered at brunch?
All of them except for the salmon, whatever. Is it salmon croquette? It's not salmon
Eggs
croquette.
Benedict with salmon.
Eggs
I ain't
Benedict.
never ordered
did
that. Nah.
Yeah, good omelet though.
That's holiday
great
sauce.
omelet.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like a good
Great
omelet.
omelet to get you there.
Go to hell,
Shrimp grits
Jim.
and
Yeah,
waffles.
keep it. Yeah,
Shrimp and grits. Waffle.
Shrimp and grits are
My
my
grits
favorite.
go crazy.
That's my favorite brunch item.
Yeah.
Shrimp and
I
grits.
can't believe chicken and waffle wasn't on there.
Chicken and waffle should be number 5.
Yeah,
Well, we black
chicken
though.
on
Yeah, white people don't really fuck with shrimp and grits.
there. Do you eat
Mute
chicken
that.
and
You
waffles?
mean chicken and waffle?
Do you,
chicken
do you eat
waffles. I
chicken and
love
waffles?
You asking me?
Yeah, you.
Of course.
Okay. I know you're an avocado type of guy. You might not.
Try to play.
What's wrong with avocado, dog? Avocado toast is fire.
No, he kind of, you know,
Well, I'm kind of what?
Oh,
Say it.
he fits in well. I mean, where
Oh, my God.
he's at, you know. He
move around.
Yeah, he blends in with his, you know.
Wow, I'm a blender.
Damn.
Blender. You say I'm a blender?
I'm not saying you're a blender, but I'm saying you know.
Hey man, let's get it going, dog. Let's go.
Full sport press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium and get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. When the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full sport press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
Yeah. All
right.
Pelvic thrust.
Goodness. Double time.
Okay.
All right.
That's on.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Goodness
Like
gracious.
cameraman's water.
Wow, okay.
Sheesh.
Wow, all right. Episode 487, guys. We're kicking off the 2023 NBA season with our annual Top 7 series, starting with the centers.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better than believe it.
Kick it off, Jeff. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
I mean, my best of the week, I found out I was today years old that the characters from Married with Children were named after King Kong Bundy and Dusty Rhodes. So Steve and Marcy Rhodes and Al and Peggy Bundy were named after wrestlers.
You're going to find a way to put that 808.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Wow.
shout out to 808.
Is that true?
Yeah, that was confirmed by the writers of the
Jeff, I
show.
listened to 808s last week.
Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Y'all got a good show.
Appreciate that.
Y'all
man.
got a good show.
Yeah, good chemistry.
Yeah. Helps me out when we have Guess what today is, cameraman?
Yeah.
That's why I knew
Who
some of the
gets
names.
the W?
I'm winning that too.
Yeah.
I'm winning that.
Bro, not after the last week, man.
I'm just telling you what the stats.
No,
the
that
stats read that I'm winning.
Anyway, Weezy, what you got? Best of the week.
Best of the week, man. Travis Kelce and the Swifties, man. He got the Swifties going crazy. They on his side, man.
I don't like the old work coming out saying,
Oh, she
Hey, come
hot.
on, man.
She hot.
yeah, you know she went to Western Kentucky, Joe?
She hot
not know
because he
that.
leveled
Old
all the
work
way
went to
up.
Western Kentucky.
What's she say?
We'll talk about it.
He leveled all the way up.
Yeah.
He gained 375,000 Twitter followers
Hold on.
after that one game.
400% increase in jersey sales.
Sheesh.
He leveled up.
Swifty worth 700. What you think?
Yeah.
She got a for real following.
Yes, she does.
Talk to the people, coach.
Man, my best of the week, man, is Travis Hunter meets with Henry Blackburn from Colorado State, man. They kind of squashed with everything that happened from the game. You know, that's the guy that hit Travis Hunter from Colorado, knocked him out of the game, ruptured his spleen. Yeah. So they met and said everything was cool as part of football. So good to see that because, you know, social media can spin a narrative.
Yeah, they even went bowling. Yeah, that was definitely my best week. But I'll pivot and say my best of the week is the top 7. You know, having a heated debate about NBA stuff, and then you know it brings out some of the best of people, and then it brings out the worst.
Best of times and the worst of times.
Yeah. So I'm excited about what the weeks will be bestowed upon us and how great this will be. But
Are you ready for a season of basketball podcast?
Woo, woo.
oh yeah.
I got my first go to hell, Jeff, out of the way. So I'm good. I'm
Mentally
rolling.
ready.
What
I'm
about
rolling.
this?
Oh,
There
my
it is.
God.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I can change to a monster. You know what I mean?
Worst of the week, Weezy.
Worst of the week for me, man. I ran out of gas this week, y'all.
I'm sorry?
I ran out of gas.
Wait.
What was
Were you
Here's
at
the
work
thing,
or you was?
I wasn't at work. I was on my way home. I said, man, I need some gas.
You thug it out.
I did one of them. I
you
know
was
my
in your
car.
whip?
I know my car. Man, I'm cruising. I'm all the way down 24, cruise. So I get off of 24, I'm good.
Yeah.
As soon as I get out of this one. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
And I'm right in the turn lane for turn to the gas station.
No way.
So it stopped on me.
How'd you get?
Oh,
gas?
that was a quick phone call. Everything was good. I was back and going in 25 minutes. That was fine.
You had to push it or you?
No. I was back. I didn't get out the car. Everything-
talk that talk?
Yeah,
dog.
I didn't get out the car. That was back and rolling for 25 minutes. Here's the thing, though.
I'd have pushed it.
If anybody, no, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't if I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't.
You get somebody bring you a cup of gas.
Yeah, I was back going.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
he
a cup
called.
of gas.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean the gas can. A cup. The cup wouldn't done me no good.
Cup would have got you there.
Nah,
Put that
cup
one
wouldn't
gallon
done
in
me.
there. So that's all the gas
But
can.
here's the thing. Everybody that rolled by me and they said they knew me, and you just rolled by me. I got something for you.
Did you know some people specifically that you know you
I
saw?
could have sworn I saw a couple people, at least one person I knew for sure, and went right by me.
Could they tell?
Nah, I wouldn't even. If it would have rolled by, he would have laughed at, but he would have stopped.
Was your hazards like
I had my hazards blinking.
okay?
I'm right in the turning lane, finna turn off and to turn right. So you had to.
So you
I'm
can
causing
clearly
traffic.
tell that you not that
I'm
you
causing
can't go
traffic
nowhere.
because people don't know I'm stopped. So I'm
Right.
causing traffic.
Yeah. No, that's already
But
there.
yeah,
was already there.
we right back popping though.
There you go. Shout out to you.
Word.
My worst of the week, guys. Smokey Robinson. I've heard it, but I didn't know that 83-year-old Smokey Robinson had an album called Gasms.
Yeah.
Hey,
Track listing. Number 1, Gasms.
Let's do it.
Number 2, How You Want to Make Me Feel.
Yes, go
that's no
Smokey.
smoke. Ain't nothing wrong with freak.
Number 3, I Want to Know Your Body.
Ooh.
Number 4, I Keep Calling You.
Uh-oh.
Number 5, Roll Around. You got to roll around a
You
little
gotta roll
bit.
around a little bit.
Number 6, Beside You. Number 6, If We Don't Have Each Other.
Okay. It's love making.
It's the green eyes, is what they call it.
I
This is when it get a little tricky.
Oh Lord.
It get worse.
Next one, You Fill Me Up.
Smokey.
Yeah.
83, bro.
If you gonna go, you
Hey,
gonna go.
y'all seen the video of Smoking
Yeah,
dancing on
Smoke
stage?
okay.
If you gonna go, you gonna go.
All right, let me tell you how you cut the lights off.
Oh.
I fit in there.
Smokey.
That don't change, y'all. No, what age is that? That feeling don't change. Y'all get what age you get.
Smokey ain't playing with him out here.
Smokey.
If y'all
Smokey
think,
83 and rolling.
Yeah.
Shout out to Smokey.
that feeling don't change, y'all.
I get it, Weezy. We hear you.
18 to 80.
All right. Coach, worst of the week.
Oh man, my worst of the week, man, is a young black gymnast experiences racism in Ireland, man.
Ah, shit, coach. We go from Smokey getting off to somebody picking it. Smokey getting off. Black girl picking
No,
it. God,
she not picking it. She was part of the gymnasts in Ireland, Dublin, and they gave all the participants medals, and they just skipped past her. They didn't give her a medal.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna start that because Coach, he kind of get hot about that shit. Gonna make him turn the staple over next time. You right, Coach. I'm with you on that one.
No, what I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna really start going on brand then. since y'all want me, since you want me to go on brand, I'm gonna start going on brand. Yeah, okay.
It's gonna be a Holocaust day.
He gonna say over in Siberia. Somebody
My worst of the
to the
week,
people, Jay.
man, went to the went to a Nas and Wu-Tang concert. And my worst of the week is, I'm gonna be real. I love Wu-Tang like the next hip hop guy. I don't need all the Wu-Tang songs for 3 hours. I don't need a 3-hour concert of Wu-Tang and Nas. I just don't. That was a lot. That was a lot of bars. A lot of bars. A lot of liquid swords.
It's a bunch of them, man.
Yeah, all members showed up. All members of Wu-Tang showed up. Even ODB's son, YDB filled in for him and did all of his records.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Night.
That's a lot.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and Amazon Music to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search for Sport Press Podcast. J-Hope.
Yes, sir.
And Weezy. You guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
This week's award recipient is Jabari Parker.
It is number 2 overall pick of the 2014 NBA draft, called out the NBA, describing the league as, and I quote, watered down, and outlines why he chose to leave for FCB. It's Barcelona for non-soccer people. And he said, and I quote, I just want to be a part of something legitimate. I want to be a part of every game which matters. Sadly, the NBA is a business, and there are only 10 to 12 teams that try to win every game, and the other half try to get a draft pick. Where does that leave any of the good players? You either have to be super good or bad to lose games. It's no excuse to see DeMarcus Cousins, Dwight Howard, or John Wall, guys who are potentially going into the Hall of Fame, seeing those guys not have a job. We are seeing the league getting watered down. Unfortunately, I will be playing overseas for the rest of my career, end quote. Jabari.
Now let me
Go
go
ahead.
first. I ain't gonna lie, Jabari. That's cap. He hot, and they throwing out big boy contracts in that league. That shit you talking about, nigga? I ain't gonna. They looking at you crazy right now. I'm telling you what all the homeboys saying. You tripping? They ain't gonna tell you that, but you tripping. Them boys throwing out big boy contracts,
Big bag.
Yeah, I mean they kicking it.
Come on, bro.
What you talking about ain't nothing right now.
Nah.
Dwight. I'm telling you, Dwight. You bring up Dwight Howard, but tomorrow they call Dwight Howard.
He there.
He gone.
Dwight Howard worked out for the Golden State Warriors last week.
They call you tomorrow. You gone.
Man, what? Jabari Parker be right back. And I get it. You turn into a journeyman, and there are no teams that want to offer you a contract. So you say it's your choice that you want to go play. Kemba Walker is playing for Monaco right now. Yeah. You don't want to play in Monaco.
No,
dog. He wants to play in the NBA. Guess what? His knees will not allow him to play in the NBA. I hate that Jabari is doing that. Sour grapes, for sure.
I bet you.
Whose man was that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be
Cameraman.
Yes, Lord.
That was your man.
He called IT. I'm telling you, IT ain't gonna answer the phone for him.
I'm gonna shoot cameraman some bit. Jabari Parker got hurt. He tore his ACL twice. If he didn't tear his ACL twice, he'll be one of those guys. But you got to think too. Now we talking about what's the other kid? Jaleel Okafor. Now Jaleel Okafor, he played in the year 2003. Yeah, he would be a Hall of Famer. Yeah. The game just surpassed him. Yeah, it just evolved. You're right, coach. So yeah, but I'm gonna shoot Jabari Parker some bit. He just don't got he ain't got the wiggle no more. He can't get off the floor. Jabari Parker? I like Jabari Parker, but he wasn't one of my guys. He a do guy. Yeah,
I'll
he a
take
do
it to
guy.
him. Let me take it to him.
Yeah, man. Talk to him. You're going to let
Let Karen Man take it. That's his guy.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah,
guy.
you take it to him. You probably talking to me. Yeah, stay over here, man. They tripping over there.
Yeah. You guys ready to get started the first half?
Let's
do it.
Let's get it.
Got merch on?
So,
FullSportPress.podcast.com. Get your merch, get your hats, get your hoodies, get your t-shirts, get your long sleeve tees. We got you covered, man. We got you covered. More stuff on the way. Always tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend that we are out.
first half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Big Jeff, where can they find you on social media, my guy?
Oh man, Weezy is J Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Coach Locke, where can they find you?
Nothing has changed, man. It's Lock_the_great. That's THA. Get that, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jeff, you getting deaf still. Jay, where can they find you on social
Fucking
media?
hate Jeff, dog. Yeah, it's just
At least you know, Jeff. At least you said it on air. Like he ain't hiding.
no, I ain't never gonna do that. I ain't gonna never talk behind your back. If I don't like, I'm gonna tell you your face. I hate you, dog.
It's okay.
It's okay. All right. I'm J-Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Because that's what made me think of it. He goes and, listen, the group chat, I don't talk in the group chat about sports no more. That's it. It's done. Right? So I take my talents to Twitter. X, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Twitter. I always
People
be
say,
Twitter.
"Oh, Tua Tagovailoa." What they say in the chat? He looked better. He's having a better year this year.
Tua's having a good year.
No. What he said? No, you wrong too. So what he said, what they said was he got better from last year to this year. And Coach, I ain't gonna throw him. Well, fuck it. Coach said, "Hey, bro, you seen the stat? Man, Tua got the same exact numbers that he had last year going into week 4, week 3, whatever we in. Is this year. It's crazy. The exact same number to a T. He ain't get no better. He's the same good football player he was last year. He just he got a concussion.
Wait. Saying he got a concussion is underselling that.
Yeah, he got a
That man
couple
was throwing a
concussions.
gang sign.
Yeah, he got a couple
That
concussions.
was rough.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
was down.
So, but then, Jeff, he has to stay healthy in
That's
my
it.
mentions.
Yeah.
He has to stay healthy.
That's the only knock against Tua.
It ain't about his health. He got knocked out of the game.
Between
This and not to put that in the world. No, I ain't gonna say that.
if
Thank you.
this holds up, if this holds up and Tua wins MVP or something like that, between that and Deion, one of the most biggest stories in football, college and football and pro.
I ain't doing that. Yeah.
I'm serious.
Jeff.
Well, because he can go from almost they saying he needed to retire last year to win MVP this year. That's a huge story, Jeff.
Well, if his line holds
If
up,
if everything keeps going the way it's going,
I wouldn't say that would be I think the biggest story if something were to happen like to Trey Lance and he turns into being Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? Like that good leading a team like the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. That would be a big
or
but
somehow
Tua,
Josh Dobbs.
yeah,
takes
exactly.
The Cardinals
Yeah,
to the
that's a
playoffs.
story. What Tua is doing is destined that he.
That defense is cold. They got they got
And they
the
finna get
fastest
healthy
players
in a
on the
couple
world.
of
Yeah.
you know what stat is crazy? I heard this is gonna trip y'all out. The stat is crazy. That the quarterback from Minnesota
Kirk Cousins.
is on pace for 6,000 yards and 51 touchdowns.
They
And
can't
won a
stop
game.
nobody.
Captain Kirk be balling. They just
can't-
ain't got
they
no
can't stop-
defense.
they can't
And
stop
he's on
him.
a trading block right now. Like they're
As
not-
he should be.
They
They
about-
0-3, they ain't won a game.
They can't stop, but it ain't his
just-
fault.
it
400
ain't
won a
his
few times. It's not his fault.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot of
not-
the time it ain't his fault.
6,051. That's MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And they 0-3.
they can't stop nobody.
Jeff.
All righty. Speaking of can't stop nobody.
Don't stop.
It is week 4 of the FSP Fantasy Football League. Let's get it going. It's myself, Mr. Follow the Buzzers at 1-2 against Coach Wayman, Saquon, and them at 2-1. I've been favored every game of this season. I'm favored by a dub this game, but that don't mean crap. 'Cause I've lost the last two because I've faced Raheem Mostert, who put up 50 freaking points.
We got it, Jeff.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Party. I know he's listening. That crap he did the week before that. Anyway, okay, moving on. Royale with the Cheese, one time for 20 at 2-1 versus third string commentator Shane at 2-1. 20 is projected to win that by 7 points. That's gonna be a close one. Moving on. Show me them TDs. One time for DP. I know he's listening. All right, he's at 1-2 versus Hair Jordan. One time for AB. AB is projected to win that one by a 10 spot. Keep fighting, DP. We'll see how that turns out. Return of the Mac. One time for Regan versus CMC you later. One time for Chad. Still undefeated at 3-0. Projected to win them by a 30 ball. Keep fighting, Reagan. Bishop sick of my team. One time for Cam. Still got to get off that snide versus OPO, bad draft shawty, who's still in my mentions clowning me about something. I don't know, but shout out to PO. He's at 1-2. He's projected to win that one by 15. And lastly, Now Watch God at 2-1, one time for Sean Watts, versus Righteous Hemstone, one time for D Harris at 1-2. Projected to win that one by 16 points. And that is week 4, FSP Fantasy Football League.
Right, Coach. Talk to the people.
It's talking to the people. My guy, Damian Lillard, you guys knows if you've been under a rock, has been asking for a trade. Well, he finally got his wish. He's headed to the Milwaukee Bucks. The team announced Wednesday night. And he's part of a 3-team deal involving the Phoenix Suns and the Bucks that would send Drew Holiday to Portland and DeAndre Ayton to Portland from Phoenix. So, going to you, Jeff. Okay. My question for you is, out of these 3 teams, the Blazers, the Suns, and the Bucks, who won this trade?
All right, so I'll break the fourth wall here. I hit J. Ho up when this trade happened. It's like, help me figure out why Milwaukee does this. Because I don't see how this makes them a better team. I get it, Dame is Dame, but you traded all your backcourt defense. All of it's gone. So to me, even though they're going to get rid of Drew Holiday, Portland wins this trade. You get an all-star caliber center in DeAndre Ayton. You got your young centerpiece in Scoot Henderson. You still have, what's my kid's
Jeremy
name?
Grant.
You still have Jeremy Grant. Mm-hmm. You still got Anthony Simons. You have a young core plus an all-star center. Portland won this trade.
Weezy, talk to me.
Well, going by what you just said, if Portland won the trade, Young, just by watching the NBA, Young doesn't help you in the playoffs. Young doesn't get you to the playoffs. It might get you in the playoff game, the play-in game, but Young don't get you in the playoffs. I think they overreacted off the injuries in the playoffs. Well, the Bucks did. If Giannis' injury in the playoffs caused this trade, for it's really bad. Only thing I've seen that they got hurt. Giannis got hurt, and the starter team got hurt, and they fell apart. And Drew Holiday really. He got a hold. Jimmy Butler got a hold to him. He didn't play good in that playoff series. Jimmy Butler got a hold to him. That's all I've seen. But I think the injury in the playoffs made this trade possible. Because Dame, nobody. I could ask 10 people. Nobody said he's going to the Bucks. Not one person.
Yeah, that's Portland.
Yeah. Yep. I got my winner is the Bucks, man. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he dropped hints about his future being potentially murky there.
Yeah.
So he's eligible for an extension in October. He wanted Milwaukee to put him in a position he was actually competing for a championship. You mentioned Drew Holiday having a bad time at the office against Jimmy Butler. If Drew Holiday, who's widely renowned as the best defender on ball at the guard position, is having trouble with Jimmy Butler, let me tell you something. What he will do to Dame Lillard, who plays a lick of defense, not even a lick. He's one of the worst defenders in the league. Him, Trae Young, because he's saving it all for offense. Now,
Trae Young called him
no, yeah, because he's a terrible defender. Steph. Yeah, he's way better defender. Steph's way better defender than both of those guys. And it's a lot of, and it could be a situation too where we haven't seen Dame actually had to play defense because he's dependent so much on offense. So we'll see. But the defense is definitely going to take a hit, like Jeff mentioned. But adding Lillard helps out Jeff's guy in the clutch time. Because Giannis Antetokounmpo does not want to show up when the fourth quarter is on. He has to go to the free throw line, take a big shot. He has 0 moves. He's going straight. We said on that. We know exactly what's going on.
It works.
It works.
It works.
But it works when it works. But it don't really work.
And I haven't seen it not work.
Yeah, you have. You're a damn lie. They won a championship.
I didn't see them get a championship.
Now, they won a championship because Kyrie Irving rolled his ankle. That's the only reason. And then Kevin Durant should wear a size 18 instead of a size 20. That's the reason that they listen. Kyrie, but they was down 2-1. Kyrie Irving rolls his ankle, doesn't play again. That's a totally different. But injuries happen. That's a part of it. But what I'm trying to tell you is Giannis Antetokounmpo needs a guy like Dame Lillard. Hate to say it. He's a great guy, really funny guy. Seems like to be a good human being.
Good rapper.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. I've been not here.
No, we
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, those balls crazy. Yeah. But yeah, no. So I honestly think that this is good for the Milwaukee Bucks for the foreseeable future. It might be a situation where he actually signs that extension now if they get started at a high level.
When the Blazers drafted Scoot Henderson, I knew Dame was gone. I didn't know where it was going to go, when it's going to go, but I knew it was gone because it didn't make sense to have him and Scoot Henderson in the backcourt. It's another CJ Dame situation, so it didn't make sense. But when you send him to Phoenix, and I'm sorry, when you get Ayton to pair with Scoot Henderson, it does make the Blazers better. But I did have the Bucks winning this trade for the simple fact of Dame Lillard is one of the best closers in the NBA. He gives you that other scoring option where you don't have to rely on Giannis to have to drive down the middle or just bear down and get and ones. You have somebody that when it's a close game in the end, you have somebody that can go and create their own shot without having to rely on transition to get downhill. So to me, I felt the Bucks won this trade by getting Dame Lillard.
Well, here's one more thing, and I'm done. Dame I don't have time for he had an off season or he having a bad playoff series. Not now. Not when you got traded. Not when the lights are bright. He ain't got time to be James Harden. Barring injury, he has to cook. He has to cook.
I don't think you got to worry about that.
I'm just asking.
He's never not showed up.
I need to see. I know you're right, but I'm just saying. Okay. I don't need to see. Well, he's never played on the West. He got a new team. I don't have time for that in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think you got to worry about that for him.
He one of the few. I think that's a great point. But he one of the few. I think you put him anywhere, Dame gonna Dame.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
We got losers. We're gonna talk about the losers. No, real quick. I got a real quick loser, and then we'll move right along.
Go ahead.
Dude, the Miami Heat lost this, guys. 100%. Dame was listening to Will Smith's "Going to Miami." Miami. Like he bought shirts.
Yeah.
He was going crazy, and they appeared in the entire offseason like they already had him on the roster. Yeah. They had 2 open spots for vets to come in and help them, and they let their 2. Let's just be real. They're 2 young guys, and Max Strus and Gabe Vincent. Yeah. They let them go, just thinking, you know what? We're going to get Dame Lillard. It's going to equal up to that 30 that they were losing with those 2 guys. And they were coming in the finals games, dude. Gabe Vincent won them some games, dog. Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting to the finals, he did that. So I think this is a case of Pat Riley getting a little too cocky. He didn't answer the phone, Weezy. 10 days. If I don't answer the phone for you for 10 days and we got business going on, what? I got to look for you, dog. He didn't answer the phone for them people for 10 days, dog.
Well, that's Portland saying that. Miami is saying the opposite, that they cut them off. Yeah. And they wanted that. Miami is saying that Portland did not reach out to them, did not allow them to make a trade or make an offer, a counter offer, anything. They did not want to honor Dame's request.
Here's the thing. Dame said, hey, I'll come back. Ain't no big deal. I can't go to the Heat. I'll stay.
And they said no.
And I think that they said that they were being disrespected to the point of like, oh, okay, well, we're going to make it tough for you. So what this is going to do, every superstar in the league moving on will push. Yeah. No, it ain't got nothing to do with Portland. They will push to make sure they get a no-trade clause. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it's going to be in more contracts than we see. Now, granted, if a team is going to give you that much power, but you have to have this because there's no way that Dame should be going to Milwaukee.
Yeah, well, Portland got tired of playing cat and mouse. He been doing it for 2 years. Trade. They got tired of playing cat and mouse. And Pat Riley, they said he put an offer out and it wouldn't come back off of it.
They said that they wanted Jimmy. Or Bam.
Yeah, quit playing with me.
For Dame Lillard.
But they didn't get that. They didn't get that back though. They offered you Tyler Hero.
You got 25. You got 25-year-old DeAndre Ayton.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's call a spade a spade. Yeah. Tyler Hero ain't that far off from DeAndre Ayton.
You damn right. I don't agree with a lot about you.
At the end of the day, for position, Tyler Hero and DeAndre Ayton ain't that far.
Ain't that far. Yeah. Before we get started with halftime, let's talk WNBA stuff, man. Breanna Stewart won the second MVP of her career with 446 points over Alyssa Thomas, 439, and Asia Wilson ringing in third with 433 in a vote for National Media MVP of the WNBA. For the second time in WNBA history, the MVP did not go to the most first-place votes. Stewart had 20, Alyssa Thomas had 23, and Asia Wilson had 17. Weezy. That sounds funny as hell. Weezy, did the WNBA voters get this right?
I think so.
All right. What you got, Jeff?
18 should, to me, Alyssa Thomas was the MVP. Yeah. To me. I understand Weezy about what Weezy's saying. Don't get it twisted. Breanna Stewart.
He definitely said a lot.
Breanna Stewart had a great season. The New York Liberty are a juggernaut in the WNBA.
They are.
Yeah, now they slipped up a little bit. They gotta get together. But you know what I mean? It talent wise, they're allowed to say, but AT was balling.
AT was balling this year. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. I think this was a little bit of voters fatigue with the Asia Woods situation because players they ranked Breanna Stewart first in All-Star voting, and half of 46 players voted her the best player in the league. Wilson finished second in that, of course, to those. But I believe what gave Breanna the MVP was the fact that she led the franchise from a lower seed playoff contender to a title favorite. They were number 2 seed this year in their first season with the second best offense and the best defense over the last half of the season. I think that's what ultimately got her that MVP because last year they were like one of the lower seeds in the WNBA, like 7. So I think her changing the Liberty to instant contenders that fast, I think that's what got her this MVP.
I agree, Coach. Like, it's a lot of that stuff with Breanna Stewart they got right. She did come to the Liberty, though, with a player like Jonquel Jones, who's a former MVP. So I think a lot of people aren't really talking about how good that team was already before they got there with Benaj Delaney and also Sabrina Ionescu. So those are 2 All-Stars just off the top. And you bringing in 2 more All-Stars and a former MVP? Like, that's nuts. But Stewart should have been third on this voting. Asia's been dominant.
Yep.
Dominant at a level that we hadn't seen in WNBA history. Aces had the best record in the league. AT, though, deserved. This was her Dirk year. This is her Joel Embiid year. This is the one where we might not see this again. So it's one of those, you know what? This person needs this to go
James
with
Harden
it.
year.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
the year it's a bunch of those that happens in the NBA, and I think the WNBA will learn from this and give people like AT a chance to get an MVP under her belt because she'll never win it again. And the good thing is all of these teams are playing each other within the next couple of weeks. So we'll see who really is the most valuable player in the WNBA. Everybody gets a chance to show, for sure.
We're going to see.
Yeah, we're going to see. Yeah.
Run up on me, we're going to see.
Yeah, we're going to see.
We're going to see.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys ready to start with halftime?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
Hell yes, there too.
make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you pick that out. All right, to get on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search for Sport Press Podcast.
Halftime, we are back with FSP's Heisman list. Each week, Weezy, of the college football season, FSP will take a look at the 2024 Heisman Trophy race and break down the contenders. You know what's next, don't you, Weezy?
Yeah.
Out of contention this week, Sam Hartman, Shedeur Sanders, and Quinn Ewers out of contention. Moving on to number 4. Quarterback, Florida State University.
There we go.
Jordan Travis. It's plus 1,300. Beating Clemson. Why are you looking at the list for? Beating Clemson in Death Valley is a surefire way to build a resume and get back into contention.
My bad, because he trying to talk about this shit. I had to. I popped out of my body right there.
Right. Travis tallied 289 yards and 3 total touchdowns against the Tigers. Up next, number 4 seed, Florida State Seminoles have a bye this week. And next week, they're at home against Virginia Tech. So he will be off the list next week for sure. Moving on to number 3.
It sound personal, dog.
No, I'm just saying he just won't be. Moving on to number 3, we have Oregon quarterback Bo Nix, plus 1,200. Taking down a Colorado team with the whole sports world watching. Will have that kind of impact. So we're completing 28 of 33 passes for 276 yards and 3 touchdowns. Up next, the number 9 seed Ducks are on the road versus Stanford. Oregon is favored by 27 points. Jeez. Number 2 on the list, we have USC quarterback Caleb Williams. He's plus 350. Williams has been the odd-on favorite for the Heisman Trophy all year, but now finds himself second on the board despite USC's 4-0 record. Played his first full game last week versus Arizona State. Still put together a strong night on the season. He has 18 touchdowns and 0 picks, guys. That's insane. Up next, number 8 seed Trojans are on the road against Colorado. The Trojans are favored by 21.5 as we record this podcast. And coming in at number 1, Weezy called this last week, is Washington quarterback Michael Penix. He's plus 500. Phoenix has officially unseated Williams as the Heisman favorite. Following another strong performance, he continues to solidify his case by ripping defenses to shreds. The last victim was a rather decent Cal team. He got torched for 304 yards and 4 touchdowns on 19-25 passing. Here's hoping both teams stay undefeated until they meet on November 4th, them and USC. Up next to number 7 seed, Washington Huskies on the road at Arizona, favored by 19 points. And that is the FSP Heisman list.
I think Caleb Williams should have went down a little bit further.
There's no way.
They struggled against Arizona State bad.
Had nothing to do with him.
She struggled.
Had nothing to do with him.
Have y'all watched Caleb Williams play though?
Yeah, I watched that whole game. against
Had
Arizona
nothing.
State.
Caleb Williams cold.
Ain't nothing to do with him.
Michael Penix cold too though.
Michael Penix cold.
Michael Penix ain't playing against nobody.
Michael Penix cold.
But what I'm saying is, like,
He gonna run because you.
yeah, he gonna run against USC, run against
Washington.
Oregon.
I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
Washington.
see.
It's gonna get a little.
see.
Yeah, it's gonna be
You
tough.
gonna see.
Yeah, it gets tough. You guys ready to get started the second half?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. Second half NBA Top 7 series is back with the centers. I am J-Ho.
Boy, big chill.
This your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, some might say the big man is a dying breed in the NBA. And try telling that to Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, 2 of the 10 best centers in the NBA today, who've won the past 3 MVP awards, guys. Locking it up. So we're back. And this list is strictly related to their 2022-2023 stats and performance, and who has the best chance of maintaining that great play throughout the rest of this season. Let's go through the list, man. Last year.
I got it.
You got that, Jeff?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
All right. Last year's list. At number 7, DeAndre Ayton. Number 6, Jarrett Allen. Number 5, Domantas Sabonis. Number 4, Bam Adebayo. Number 3, Rudy Gobert. Number 2, Joel Embiid. And number 1, Big Yoke Dog.
Yoke Dog. Yoke Dog. For all the dogs. Yoke Dog.
Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Number 1.
All right, let's go through the list.
Yeah.
From who was leaving, who was joining, Weezy. You want to do the honors or you want to get at the Coach Locke?
Coach, I can do it.
All right, shout out to you, Coach. You got it.
You want me to do it? It don't matter to me.
I got
We
it.
already now, Coach got it.
Okay.
It's right here. All right, so leaving the list, myself. I had DeAndre Ayton leaving the list. I didn't. We'll get there in a minute.
Yeah.
Big Jeff took the safe route.
That's him.
Nobody leaves the list.
That's him.
That's
Weezy,
weak.
Bam Adebayo leaves the list, and J Ho.
Remember y'all said that.
J Ho with the he let the room get to him.
Yeah, he did.
let the room
The
get
emotions
to
got-
him.
the emotions were high.
Very
The emotions
emotional
were high.
roller coaster right there. Jokic leaves the list.
Felt good. All right, well, listen back. I was like, shit, I was making some good points. Shit could have happened, just didn't happen.
Joining the list, Coach Locke had Valanciunas joining the list.
Mm-hmm.
I had nobody leaving the list. I had Bam Adebayo going higher on the list. Shout out to Weezy. He had Robert Williams joining the list.
And we clowned his ass. Because we told him he wasn't going to play until after the All-Star break. That man played 25 games. Fuck. We told you.
And J-Hove had Clint Capella joining the list.
Should have.
Oh, Clint.
Clint should have.
Spoiler alert.
All right. Well, let's go through the honorable mention list. We'll start things off with Jarrett Allen, Cavs center, 25 years old, played in 68 games. Guys, how do you guys feel about Jarrett Allen? Do you think it's on the cusp of him getting back on the list, or is it one of those situations he'll never be on the list again?
So go ahead, Coach.
That's in the room.
I don't
didn't make
think
the list.
I don't think he'll make the list. It's hard for him to make the list. He does what he's supposed to do, but he just won't be able to elevate past some of the other guys that will be on this list.
Because he didn't do a lot offensively.
Yeah.
Just a lob third.
Bro.
He won't make the list as long as he's where he is. Like as long as he plays for the team he plays for.
Yeah, I don't think it's offensively he can make the list due to the fact of his deficiencies on that side of the ball. Even if he played with LeBron James, I don't think it could happen.
But Rudy Gobert
Rudy Gobert.
is his
That's-
prototype.
Yeah.
So if he can mold his game into a Rudy Gobert type,
Yeah.
he just can't do that in Cleveland.
He got to get more rebounds.
I gotta say
rebounds.
he got to get a
Yeah,
lot
gotta
more
get that small
rebounds.
ball. He gotta get in there. Him and the Fro gotta get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next on the list, we have Clint Capella as an honorable mention. Man, played in 72 games, averaged a double-double, 12 and 11. He's one of those centers that everybody wishes they had. You know, just one of those guys going to get in there, muck things up on defense. It's one of those tougher matchups because he's a lob threat. Trey knows where he's at everywhere, anytime. He's going to throw that lob up to him. Just time for him to put a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball. If not, they're going to shoot his ass out of Atlanta like Eddie did John Collins. So he's plateaued on offense. He's got to figure out a way to be a little bit more efficient on offense.
Yeah, because if Jared can't make the list, he can't make the list.
Damn
Because
right.
Jared averaged more points.
Yeah. And the last
And
honorable
younger.
mention,
Right.
is Alperen Sengun, Houston Rockets, 23 years old, played in 72 games last year, averaged 14 and 9, guys. I had him on my list. Yeah. No, I ain't even gonna say that. It ain't got nothing to do with it. But I would say that Alperen Sengun, he'll be an all-star next year. He's that good. Like Alperen Sengun, I'm gonna write it down, take a picture. Alperen Sengun, I ain't tripping about it. Yeah, will be an all-star next year. Just the leap that he
here's the funny
made from
thing.
14 and 9 this year, going from his rookie year to this year. He has all the tools in the world. They don't call him Baby Jokic. I think he's the best passing center in the league. Not named Nikola Jokic. He's one of those guys. You can run a 5-1 pick and roll through 2 centers in the NBA. Really 3. Domantas Sabonis, him, and Nikola Jokic, man. Those guys, man, are just different basketball players. And for him not to be on this list is a travesty, but we'll get to it.
Although we want you to put that on the board, I don't think it's far-fetched to say that, though. I don't. That's I'm not saying put it on the board. I said I want him to put it on the board. I'm just saying it's not that far-fetched to say that. Dude is really, really good, man.
Yeah.
Really good. And now he has a coach. A coach with a new culture.
No disrespect to
No
Stephen
disrespect.
Silas.
Yeah, no disrespect to Silas.
Yeah, he just
Silas
didn't-
was might have been a little bit over his head this time.
Yeah.
He's gonna get another job down the line. It's gonna go well for him. But this one, that culture down there just needed somebody to steady the ship a little bit more. It was more than X's and O's in Houston. Way more.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the list. Number 7 on the list, Coach. Who we got?
Number 7, we have none other than Brook Lopez from the Milwaukee Bucks.
35 years old. Played in 78 games. Wasn't ranked last year. Weezy. Talk to me about Brook Lopez. How you feel about him at 7?
Bro, I had him 7 on my list too. People gonna forget because the Bucks, everybody got hurt in the finals. Giannis got hurt, and they kind of fell apart in the playoffs. Brook Lopez had an incredible regular season. He had a resurgence of regular season. Getting traded now, it sucks. But did he get traded?
No, he did not.
No,
he did not get traded.
I'm talking about Dame Lillard. He didn't get traded, but he might help them with Dame. He might help them, but they have to win a playoff game. People gonna forget how good he was in regular season because of what happened in the playoffs.
Jeff.
Hey man, Weezy said it well. This guy, you forget, he's a vet. He's been in the league for a long time, and he's transitioned his game as he's gotten older to focus more and more on the defensive end. He can still get your bucket if he has to.
Yeah.
He can still get your bucket.
Shoot that thing.
Shout out to
too.
Brook, man.
Yeah. Got his brother playing with him this year.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Bring
thing.
back the wrestling moves.
Bunch of
before
brothers
Yeah.
in the Milwaukee Bucks. A
Bunch
lot
of
of
brothers.
brothers.
A lot of
Bunch of
nepotism in the Milwaukee
Wow.
Bucks organization.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah. Keep the family close.
Yeah, man. 2.5 blocks a game. That's excellent as a center. That makes you know he's cleaning up some stuff if they come through the paint. But I think Damian Lillard is going to improve his game more because now you can know Dame Lillard's going to take some of the pressure off of you.
Yep.
It's not going to be into that to just clog up the paint with them now. Stop Giannis from trying to go down the paint. Now you have to worry about Dame Lillard coming off, making plays, being able to play off the pick and roll if need be. So I think he's going to benefit from this trade from Dame Lillard a lot.
Guys, I did not have Brook Lopez on this list, mainly due to the fact that he's 35 years old and just a little long in the tooth. You're bringing in a guy you don't really know how he's going to look as we get into a situation with Dame Lillard. Pick and roll stuff is going to look a lot different. But he was the reason for that success, man. Defensively, him, Drew Holiday, you playing against them on 2K. All right. If you could not get past Drew Holiday, lock up the puppies, and then you get in the post, he helps side Giannis. It's crazy having a person like Brook Lopez there. I just think, man, I don't think he can repeat what he did in 2022 and 2023, but history tells me that it can happen. People are taking care of their bodies. People playing at a high level at a longer clip now. I think he'll be able to slow down a little bit and it won't be as impactful offensively. I think that 15 will go to an 11 or a 12, unfortunately. Moving on to number 6. Who we got, Jeff?
All right, number 6, we have Rudy Gobert.
Yes, sir. Timberwolves center, 31 years old, played in 70 games, Weezy. Talk to me about Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is on this. I need more from Rudy Gobert. If you're gonna be a defender, for Rudy Gobert, is rebounds. Do you need more rebounds or more blocks from Rudy Gobert?
Neither.
I mean, you need more points.
I need more points.
There you go.
but that's just not what he's gonna do.
Exactly. Yeah. So when you get Rudy Gobert, you know what you're getting. Yeah. He's not gonna be back to the basket offensive guy. He's just not. But what he is gonna do, he's gonna get you about 14, 15 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
He's gonna get you about 2 blocks a game. And he's going, even if he doesn't block it, he's gonna be so intimidating coming in. He's gonna alter the shot where you're gonna miss a lot of.
He's gonna scare
You can't expect Rudy Gobert to go and get you 19 points.
Mm-mm.
He's not gonna do it.
Yep.
The tough thing about Rudy Gobert, and it's not his fault. It's just he will never ever be able to live up to the trade.
That's it.
So we'll always, unfortunately, for lack of a better word, judge him on the fact that he was traded for 4 first-round picks.
That's tough.
That's just tough.
Fleece. The fleece that is Danny Ainge.
Man.
That was a fleece job.
30 for 30 on Danny Ainge.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's going to be sick. Because he had a good – Danny Ainge got drafted in basketball, football, and baseball. Yeah. So, yeah. To get that lucky in life, you got to do some stuff. Your ancestors will. But, yeah, Rudy Gobert, man, like Jeff mentioned, did they give up too much to get him? Hell, yeah. That's the reason why we're looking at him as a number 6 on this list instead of being a top 3 guy, because the juice isn't worth the squeeze with him. And a person like that, man, even if playing alongside Karl Anthony Towns, you got Ant Edwards, man, Naz Reid looks better than him offensively down there. It's going to be tough to have him going up on this list. So Rudy Gobert is in a good spot, though. Still one of the best defensive centers in the entire NBA.
True enough.
That's not even a question. Yeah. But, man, 2 things can be true about Rudy Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to number 5. Who we got, Weezy?
Number 5 on this is your boy, DeAndre Ayton.
It's my boy. You putting DA on me? All right. The dominating. Yeah. Plays for the Blazers now. 25 years old. Played in 75 games. Average 18 and 10. That's what people talking about. Average 18 and 10. It's hard to go get an 18 and 10. Mm-hmm. Nobody on this list we talked about so far is average 18 and 10, but DA. But people talk shit about DA, Jeff. Talk to me about DA.
He gets the fresh start he needs. Yep. His stay in Phoenix a year or two too long. He didn't fit their future plans, and it showed. But it's okay. Now he gets to go to a young Phoenix team, like I said earlier, with a cornerstone player that they're building around, and he gets to play all the video games he wants. A young Portland team. Yes, thanks, Coach. He gets to go to a young Portland team with their young cornerstone player. He gets to play video games. He gets to be just another guy on the team because there aren't any expectations in Portland right now at all. And he gets to mold. That team gets to mold and find his way.
Cool.
Yeah. DeAndre Ayton, he gets all the slack he gets, not because he only averaged 18 and 10, but when it matters, he doesn't give you the 18 and 10. Yeah. That's the problem with DeAndre Ayton. The amount of money that he got for his contract, because he was putting out those type of numbers, you would think, all right, he's going to help us get over the hump. And when they needed him and were counting on him, he didn't give you that 18 and 10. That's why he gets all the slack. It's not because he doesn't have the skill set. Right. It's just he's kind of doing what James Harden does a lot, that when they need you in the crunch time to put the game away or get you over the hump, you don't give those stacks that you normally have regularly.
Well, like I said about the 18 and 10, when he gets uncomfortable, when Chris Paul doesn't stand up in the playoffs and gets hurt, and then it's on him to help out, and the defense is geared to him. He can't produce. The regular season is not gonna help me in the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's not gonna help me.
Yeah,
so we need to see it in the playoffs.
This is the thing about DA. Averaging 18-10 is very difficult to do. And it's one of those things, you have a guy like you come and pick and rolls with CP, it's going to look totally different from him actually was going to play in a pick and roll situation with Brad Beal or Devin Booker. Now it's going to be back to a point where he's needed. He's going to be the focal point of the offense, which is something that he really wants. I think DA will average 22 and 10. It'll be one of those things where the lights aren't as bright. He can go out there and have like OnlyFans girls with him. Like how he had.
Jesus Christ.
It's not just like Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma went to the Washington Wizards and averaged 23. Nobody talks about it. He won't make our list next week. Spoiler alert. But it's one of those things at the power forward position. He can play when there aren't a lot of like eyes on him. And I think DA will have those same type of positive things that are happening in his life. And I'm rooting for DA. I like him. He's a little bit of an obnoxious person, but I think it is the problem with him is that he just doesn't take basketball as serious as we want him to. And if he did, he would be 25-10. He was drafted number 1, number 2 to be the guy. And he can't be that guy that we want him to be. That doesn't take anything away from how good he actually is. He's a great center.
He was number 1, wasn't he?
He was number 1. I said 1 or 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I remember, yeah.
Yeah, it was him and Marvin Bagley that year. Like, you look at it, you're like, man, this guy's supposed to be the guy. And he's just not. But I think he'll unlock it, get to 22, 23 in Portland. They won't win a lot of games. No. He'll never be an all-star, but it'll look good just like Kyle Kuzma looks good in Washington. Moving right along to number 4.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Who we got it for, Coach?
We have Domantas Sabonis from the Sacramento Kings.
Man,
my dog.
27 years old, played in 79 games, 19, 12, and 7. All NBA third team, all defensive second team, NBA rebounding leader. Jeff, kick things off about your boy Domas.
I've been saying his praises since the trade from Oklahoma City. He's just one of those guys that if you're watching the game for the highlight plays and the flair, you might miss him. Yeah. But everything else on the court that you need to see to get done, that Sacramento run placated a lot because they ran that ball through him.
100%.
And he proved, like Jay said, he's one of the few centers in the league where you can run that point center position or that 5-and-1 and really do some damage. And he shows that night in and night out. Love to see him play basketball.
Yeah. He's one of the players that he lived up to it from a small market team in Sacramento. He like the other guy, your boy from Sacramento, he didn't take his shine.
Which guy?
His boy from Sacramento.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox didn't take his shine.
Yeah.
He's still balling. I think if Sabonis was another, played another market, that teams would be going to play with him, trying to team up and make a big three with him.
Yeah,
I think that.
Yeah, he's definitely the prototype center for this type of NBA. It's nothing he can't do. He can hit the mid range, he can hit the three, he can pass the ball, and he's going to play hard regardless. So he matches well with that Sacramento team, and I could see. Would be surprised if he moves up on this list next year.
Should be higher this year.
Yeah, Domas, man, is one of those guys. He changed that team around, man, and not to say that team was in a situation with Tyrese Halliburton. They weren't going to do the exact same thing. It wouldn't have looked like that. I mean, you got a guy that's your 5-man averaging 7 rebounds. I mean, leading the league in rebounds and averaging 7 assists at the center positions. Makes things so much easier for De'Aaron Fox. Malik Monk can move a little bit easier. You got a rookie that's starting at the 4 and Keegan Murray. He can get his feet wet a little easier. It's not a lot of pressure on him because you have a guy like Domas that can really play point guard at the 5 position, man. That trade, I've never seen a trade help two teams the exact same way, but this was one of those cases, man. Domas is a really great player. I think he'll be higher on this list next year. I think he just does a lot, man, and I think the Kings are on a path. They get one more guy. They just need one more guy to get over the hump, and I think it's unfortunately going to cause like a person like Harrison Barnes to leave out of that starting 5. But man, they need like a wing.
Or do you think
like Brandon Ingram type wing?
Okay.
Yeah.
What about if Keegan Murray takes another step this year?
Yeah, but it would have to be a 22 step. You think he can average 21, 22?
Was he 16 last year?
Yeah.
Give or take. 20.
If he can get that to 22,
20.
That means
if he goes 20 and Sabonis goes 21.
That'll help.
That'll help.
They beat
Keegan can do it.
Yeah.
Keegan can do it. Yeah, he's one of those guys. Yep. Shout out to Domas, man. Good call, Jeff. That was your guy. See, I give credit right there.
I give you credit.
Shut up, nigga. Shut up.
Oh my God.
Number 3 on the list.
Damn.
Weezy. Who we got at 3?
Bam Adebayo.
Good job, Weezy.
All right. 29 years old, played in 75 games, He's NBA All-Star, All Defensive Second Team. Jeff, Bam.
I forget Bam's been in the league this long. When you say he's 29, that threw me off a little bit.
There's no way he's 29. There's no way Bam's 29. Yeah, no, hell no. He's been in the league 10
I don't
years.
think that's right.
Yeah,
10 years now.
nah, man.
Bam can't be 29.
Nah, he can't be 29. He's 26.
26.
26.
Okay,
He's
26.
26.
29.
29
I was
is
like,
tough.
damn, I was like, wait a
29,
minute.
Bam.
I know that we in light years right now, but dang, I
Yeah,
ain't been there that long.
Yeah, you know, but he might. Never mind.
Chill out.
You're right.
Chill out.
Talk about Bam.
Yeah, Bam. Yeah, man. Jimmy's Jimmy on that team.
Yeah.
But Bam may be a little more important, especially the regular season and getting through those defensive matchups in the playoffs, man. He's developed his offensive game a little bit. He's second team all defense, like Jay said.
Mm-hmm.
Perennial first teamer, depending on who you ask, just you're playing behind another guy that's locked in at number one on the for first team on the center list. But Bam, in any other time in history, Bam probably right there, number two, number one, as far as the center. So yeah, shout out to Bam Adebayo.
Weezy?
The thing with Bam Adebayo is Bam, he was super consistent this year. He was consistent through the whole season. Yeah. So Bam passed the consistency test. And here's the thing. If you're not consistent on Miami Heat, they get rid of you.
Yes,
He
right.
passed the loyalty test because Pat Riley's not loyal to anybody except Udonis Haslem.
That's it.
Anybody.
And Alonzo Mourning. That's it, though.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah.
it.
It's a short list.
That's
Yeah.
short list.
It's a
Very
short
short.
list.
He even traded D Wade.
Man.
Yeah. But I really think the plan was, hey, you get us to the playoffs. I really think the plan was you get us to the playoffs and let Jimmy take over from there.
Yeah.
So, because, the Miami Heat wasn't good in the regular season. I mean, they was okay.
It was coasting.
Yeah.
They was coasting.
Go.
I mean, Bam Adebayo, like Jeff mentioned, it's hard to pass up the next two guys on this list. He does everything you need him to do. He plays hard on defense. He can score on offense. He can stretch the floor. He can guard on the perimeter.
Yeah.
It just so happens for our list, there's two other guys that are a little more dominant on him. But Bam Adebayo, I would love to have him on my team any day of the week because of the things he does. He's just he's the center you want for your team, especially in today's NBA.
Yeah, I had Bam at 4 on my list, and the only reason is I think Domas does a little bit more. But for anyone that had any doubts to where Bam is as a center, he's a top 3, top 4 guy. It's not even close. He put it all that to bed last year. Just we always known that this guy, especially over the last 4 seasons, super talented on the defensive side of the ball. I think he can defend all 5 positions at a high level, which is hard to do. What he did last year, man, is one of those things where we also saw his offensive side of the game when Jimmy was, he would lapse out. He does that, and then he just steps up and makes the biggest shots in the world. During those laps, Bam stepped up and was the guy on that team. It's a lot of pressure on him now that you don't have another guy there. He was planning to play alongside Dame. They have to make a trade to get him some help. But at 26 years old, like we discovered, allegedly, with Bam Adebayo, I think, man,
like that.
he's clearly the second best player on the Heat's team. And I think he can continue to work on that offensive side of the ball. He'll be a guy, and he'll get that third, maybe second spot eventually. But it's tough sledding to get 3 or 2. No.
Oh, come on,
See, that was
man.
ridiculous.
Come
man.
on, dog.
You got to edit that.
Please do.
Jesus Christ.
Please.
I'm sorry.
All right. Coming in at number 2, Coach, who we got it to?
At number 2, we have the process, Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah. Now, Joel Embiid is 29 years old. He played in 66 games. He was ranked number 2 last year. He's back-to-back scoring champion. Back-to-back. Averaged more points this year than he did last year. Back-to-back. All-NBA first team. And one of those guys, man, that he averaged 33, 10, and 4.
Yeah.
It's rough. Number 2 on this list.
Yeah.
What you got, Jeff?
I love the process, man. He's my guy.
Can't tell.
Oh my gosh. Nope, it's the first. It's the first top of the top 7. So I'm not gonna do this.
Long season.
I love the process. He's a great player. I really hope they do something to get him somebody who really wants to play in Philadelphia or get him out of Philadelphia. That's the only thing. James Harden don't want to be there no more. Don't bring James Harden back if he don't want to be there. It's going to waste another year of the process of Joel Embiid. Either trade Joel Embiid or trade James Harden and do it now. Like, for real.
Coach.
Yeah, it sucks the position he's in to have your best years being thrown away because of the talent around you. You have a guy who has ability to help you that can be a number one on your team if you're not there. So you would think he could be a great number two to help you get to that championship level. But due to the lack of caring and not really worrying about basketball per se and telling the world that your owner's lying to you, you're not going to get over the hump, unfortunately. So Joel Embiid is as dominant center as it comes in the league. We've seen that. We know that. It just sucks that he's a co-player, teammates with James Harden.
Weezy.
Yeah, James Harden's rough right now, but no shade to what Embiid has done. All the stats that Jay named, you can't argue with that. He had a remarkable 2 years, even though somebody had a better year. But he had a remarkable 2 years, and he got to get him a chip.
Man, it's tough for me.
You said your part already.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you just done the stats. I'm sorry.
Joel Embiid, man, it's tough to be the most dominant player in the entire NBA, and he's the most dominant player in the NBA. Like, it's not even close. It's not even close. Anyway, so with Joel Embiid, man, it's tough, man. I mean, you go up and you become more efficient in the second year, and up from 49 to 54, and on top of that, scoring at a high level, scoring any type of way, mid-range, back to the basket. And on top of that, with defense, that's the thing, man. Second straight season, average more steals and more blocks. So in turn, you're playing defense, and we reward a guy that doesn't even care on defense and saves everything for offense. So it's a sight to see, man. And the listeners list, the entire room here in the studio, disagreed and had the person that's number one. But I just don't see how Joel Embiid is not the best center in the NBA.
Number one on the list. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, he's 29 years old as well. I played in 69 games. Was ranked number one last year. He's won again this year, averaged 24, 11, and 8.
Sheesh.
He's an NBA All-Star, and he was All-NBA second team. So, yeah, All-NBA second team. So that means everybody voted him on the second team, put the guy named Joel Embiid in first team.
Mm-hmm. Regular season award, yes. And Joel Embiid had a better regular season because he won the MVP.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Talk about Nikola Jokic, Jeff.
Big Yoke dog. Did it all. 2-time MVP, could have been 3-time, but Joel Embiid had a great regular season. Then Jokic turned it on. Won the chip. Took it back home. Big Yoke dog. I ain't gotta say nothing else.
Coach.
After the playoff run that Jokic had, man, that's what solidified him being this number one spot. He just did everything you want to do. I mean, they swept the Lakers, which nobody thought was going to happen. We thought the Lakers would at least pull out one win. And then in the finals, he was just dominant. He just kept going, and his team was able to win the finals. Yes, he had counterparts to help him do that, but just the performance he put on in the playoffs, I think that's what got him this number one spot on the list.
Weezy.
Yeah, I mean, what you see in the playoffs, I mean, your eyes wasn't playing tricks on you.
Yeah.
20
playoffs. I got you.
Wasn't regular season too.
Yeah.
Regular season?
Nah. Go ahead, though.
Yo,
what?
I'm just saying, what you see in the playoffs, he didn't play tricks on you,
Right.
man. Swept, like Coach said, he swept. He won the playoffs. He won the regular season too to me. He didn't win the MVP. Some people
Number one
said,
seed. His number one seed.
yeah, number one seed. Some people said they didn't want to give him the MVP for 3 years. Some people say he earned it. Some people say he didn't earn it. But what I seen in the playoffs, it wasn't a fluke.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think what we are doing with Nikola Jokic is looking, and this happens a lot with sports fans. We look at what the last thing we saw, and the last thing we saw was him absolutely dominating the playoffs. But it was times during the regular season where I remember we had an MVP list, and it was a clear clear division between how good Nikola Jokic looked. There's a clear division who was the MVP of the NBA. And this is the thing, man. Nikola Jokic is a great basketball player. 5-1 pick and roll, one of the first people to do it. I appreciate everything he done for the game. But it's comical kind of watching how slow he moves, not being sped up at all, plays at his pace, at his speed. But we're not rewarding a guy that's going to get more points on the other side and then playing defense. So one guy is just all offense. So this is a girl with no boobs. No, I'm telling you. This is a girl with no boobs.
We can't do
And then there's a girl with boobs and butt. Dude, and we're just worried. We're just worried about the big ass. But hey, there's a girl with boobs and a butt.
Brains and beauty.
Brains and beauty. That's what we should have said. Brains and beauty.
Yeah.
Just and Joel Embiid is brains and beauty.
But all we can go off of is what we last saw, though.
No,
most recent is the playoffs.
And I get that, Coach. And you notice if there's a guy that's not giving any effort on the defensive side of the ball,
effort on defense, though. That's the thing about it. You don't.
But you saw him.
You know what, cameraman? This is all Kendrick Perkins' fault. He the one that made it weird for everybody when he brought something else into the argument. And once Kendrick Perkins started saying that type of stuff, people started to swing and change.
No, we watched him play,
Kendrick Perkins' fault.
and there's a stat that goes around, and he's the worst defensive person in the NBA. No, it didn't, Jeff. Don't sit here and do that. No, it didn't, dog.
Can't do that.
It did not. It did not get disputed at all. We came in here and we did top 7, and it was like, yeah, well, yeah. But I get it though. But I'm just saying, if we're gonna do just beauty, the beauty contest, he wins. But
It's more than just beauty, Jay.
Man,
Where's
the defense?
What about the numbers he put up in the playoffs?
You're talking about offense. Where's the defense?
He won a championship.
Where's the defensive side of the ball?
But
Joel Embiid play
what's the
defense?
goal? What's the goal in basketball? To win a championship?
Okay. Joel Embiid has finished top 5 in MVP and top 5 in Defensive Player of the Years. And that's something that Nikola Jokic will never do. And that is the reason I will never put him ahead of him. And that's it. I mean, if you're just one-sided, cool. If you're just there for the offense, hey, we there for the offense. But that guy don't play no defense. And we just put him in front of a guy that was the Defensive Player of the Year
because he won a chip. We definitely won offense.
But you gotta. It ain't got shit to do with Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah.
But that's all right, though.
It's all Kendrick Perkins.
Let's do a recap, shall we?
All right.
At number 7, Brooke Lopez, for the Milwaukee Bucks. Number 6, Rudy Gobert, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Number 5, DeAndre Ayton, the Portland Trailblazers. At 4, Domantas Sabonis, Sacramento Kings. At number 3, Bam Adebayo, the Miami Heat. At number 2, Joel Embiid, the Philadelphia 76ers. And number 1, Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. Weezy, who do you have coming off this list, and who do you have coming on the list?
DeAndre Ayton come off the list.
Okay.
Come on the list, Anthony Davis.
Okay. All right. Jeff.
I have Brooke Lopez, Rudy Gobert, and DeAndre Ayton come out the list.
Jesus
he stepped
Christ.
up.
So
That's better than what they did last time. He didn't pick nobody.
who you have coming on the list?
I have a question. Where is Victor Wembanyama playing? What position is he playing?
He's not playing the 5.
He's playing the 4?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's not playing the 5.
If he's not playing the 5, Sangoon comes on the list. Healthy Anthony Davis comes on the list. And the 3rd is a wild card. But those 3 come off this year.
He just put a wild card on the list. He didn't say a name. He just said a wild card.
J-Ho.
Same bullshit.
Oh, wow. I just said 3 people come out the list.
You said 2. You said a wild
I said
card.
3 people. Because the person I have in mind, we don't have a list as a center.
Yeah.
Jared Jackson.
My person joining the list is Alperen Sengun. He'll be a top 5 guy. And coming off the list, I have Nikola Jokic coming off the list again. We're going to roll with it.
We're going to lay hands on
We're
you.
going to roll with it. Got to play defense sometime.
Come on, man.
You got to play defense
Come on, man.
sometime.
We got to keep the...
Just wanna
Come
thank
on, man.
him.
We got to play some.
Come on, dog. We got to keep
And
the...
I'm just trying to figure out if he's going to play defense.
of the show, dog. Come on, man. I have...
If y'all gonna let him trick you, he tricked the whole world.
I have...
You done for me.
I have Brooke Lopez coming off this list. And I have Anthony Davis coming on this list. Y'all wild, man. Yeah.
I just wanna thank you forever. Ever.
I don't know the song.
Who knows the song?
Let's get out
I
of
don't
here.
know the song.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know that song.
I really don't. And that is
know
another
what song you know,
episode.
though.
What's up, dog? Go ahead and get it. What's up?
Nah, go
What
ahead.
else? What else? I don't know.
I'm sorry, yo.
Nah, what's up? Go ahead.
I'm
Nah,
like,
go
do you
ahead.
think? Do you
You
think?
always.
Nah, go
Nah,
ahead.
do
What
you
else we
think?
got? Nah, we
Nah,
here now.
hell no. And that is.
That is.
Now, tweet us questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Weezy.
Everything paid for, big baby. Jeff.
Coach.
Get a drummer song.
Cameraman, the revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
You're not a
I
locker room
just
guy.
wanna thank you.
You're not a locker room guy,
Welcome
dog.
to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.